think it's the most important character trait to have is toughness. No matter what else you have, you could have the look, you could have the mouth, you could have the athleticism, you could have all the other facets to be successful. But if you're not tough, you're not going to make it past that first bump.
You're right about that, man.
And when you hit a wall, and whether it's physical in-ring stuff or the behind the scenes stuff that can be a challenge, you're liable to quit if you don't have that toughness that I found just comes from athletic experience. Playing any sport, being involved like that at a young age, especially. I think that's super important to build that toughness, that mental toughness, especially.
And here's the thing: most people are tough physically. But truth be told, as much abuse as your body takes, man, wrestling takes a toll on your mind. Yep. It is a hard business. You can be at the top of the mountain 1 second, and a split second later, you can be at the very bottom. And I preach confidence. It's an ongoing thing through this show. Pro wrestlers, because I can watch you guys, and if I know you enough and I've seen you enough, then I can tell when you're out in that ring where your confidence level is by how you're performing. I see people that, man, when they're on, they're rock stars. I think, God, this person here, whether it's a she or he, man, this person is a star. And then you see them when their confidence is low and it's not quite the same. You can tell. What's your thoughts about that, man? Confidence in the wrestling business.
So people have different goals or different attitudes and ways they feel content or satisfied by wrestling. I want to wrestle in front of the biggest, loudest, most engaged crowds possible. And when you catch me in front of 12 people who maybe 3 of them actually bought a ticket and the rest are family members of somebody on the show, I hate to be this way. And I've really tried to get away from it, but I'm just not the same Bobby Ford as if you catch me in front of a crowd of over 200, at least in this area where I'm in the main event. It's just, and I think that's something that everybody struggles with and has to work.
We all feed off of that energy. So the more people there are, the more raucous they are, the more rowdy they are, the more into it they are, the more we get into it.